The benefits of essential oils are often debated, and critics argue that the evidence still remains inconclusive, that is, until now. Early research out of the University of California suggests that pleasant aromas can help improve your memory as you sleep. Wow! Trial participants were exposed to essential oil aromas on a daily basis, and 6 months on, scientists have found that their brain function improved. Joining us in the studio, Sunrise GP Dr. Ginni Mansberg. Morning, Gin. This is amazing.
I know. So they had people in this study. It wasn't a massive study, but they were 60 to 85, and at a time where you'd think your memory would be getting worse. And then at the beginning of the study, they did brain MRIs. They also did a whole battery of tests. They just got these guys to rotate through 7 different essential oils in a diffuser at night as they went to sleep. 6 months later, they could actually see enlargement in areas that were actually critical for memory, and they did better, 226% better on memory tests. Their memory wasn't getting worse, it was getting better. Something so simple as just having some essential oils in the air as you go to sleep.
It's so low impact too, isn't it? The issue is not all oils are created equal, and some of them can be really expensive. They're the ones that seem to have worked.
Yes, because they actually used as their placebo arms like diluted oils, so it was the pure strength ones that actually had the effect.
Okay, so the 7 that they tested, what were they?
So I think there was rosemary, peppermint, eucalyptus, orange, lemon, rose and lavender, but we don't know that it's those specific 7 because they didn't separate them out and go, what would happen if we just gave somebody exposure to peppermint? It seems to be the rotating of the different smells. So I know rose is very expensive, for example. Maybe you could swap out some patchouli or something like that, something that's a little bit less expensive. We know that it's so that connection between smell and memory. You can actually see the tracks in the brain that actually link smell to memory, and when you walk into a room and you just got that powerful memory of your grandmother's cooking or that aftershave that some teacher used to wear or whatever, those things are really powerful, and lack of smell has actually been linked as like a early sign of some neurocognitive diseases like Alzheimer's.
Extraordinary stuff. All right, look, we also want to ask you about about postpartum depression and a new pill. How successful has this been?
So it has been really successful, and it's actually now been fast-tracked in the USA for postnatal depression, and it's actually called zuranolone. It works completely differently to other antidepressants, which, if anyone's ever had depression, it actually can take about 3 weeks to even start having an effect. This one seemed to have an effect as early as 3 days after taking it. It wasn't without its problems because it's really, really sedative. You can't drive for 12 hours afterwards. And if you're a new parent, you sometimes need to be a little bit alert to get up to your baby at night. So it's not perfect, but it's been fast-tracked and it was quite effective.
Will it be available in Australia?
Look, we tend to see these things much later in Australia than we do in the US and the UK, but maybe because this drug company wanted this across the board for all depression. So maybe by the time it gets here, it won't be just for postnatal depression, maybe across the board as an option for people with depression.
All right, thank you very much, Jen.
Thanks.